So the president had a meeting with all the bigwigs in the sports area, right? In the sports industry, all the professional sports, the POTUS, he got down with them and said, hey, man, this is the plan. We're getting ready to do all of this, right? But we still got this thing called social distancing going on. So my theory's been we're not going to get to sports if we can't get out of social distancing. So y'all talk to me today, Cowboys Nation, as these notifications go out. Let me know what's more important, social distancing and stay in shelter or pro sports? So a lot of people are out there at a rush to hurry up and give us a date. So let's let these notifications go out. Let's have a conversation today. It's Coffee and Blunts with BG this morning. And I want to know what's more important, pro sports or social distancing. Let's talk, man. Top of the morning, man. Y'all know the best part of waking up is some OAT in your cup. Morning, TJ. How you doing? Always clocking in first, baby. Oh, you down there in Corpus, man. So you down there with Mata, huh? Jesse Mata, is that his name? Most Hated? You down there with Most Hated? That's what's up, man. Let's let these notifications go out. I'm glad that y'all can see them comments, and I got the thing going sideways. Y'all are probably wondering where I'm at. I'm in my garage. It's starting to warm up here a little bit, so I thought I'd come out here and smoke a little bit and have some coffee first thing in the morning. So top of the morning, but I want to know, man, the pro sports dates. Everybody's quick to say, oh, we're going to be out of this Rona by this date or that date. And everybody's contemplating that sports are going to be there. I'm even hearing some rumbles about some schedules. I'm even hearing some news about the Cowboys and the Rams opening up in LA. Fans getting back to stadiums in August and September. So these are some of the rumblings I'm hearing, but I want to hear what you guys are hearing. And let's compare notes. Let's share information. And let's stay informed, shall we? I mean, think about it, right? We got social distancing right now. Think about it as an NFL player, as an NBA player, with everything that's going on. And you sweating and you bumping up against people. Are players really going to be thinking about that kind of stuff? Or are they just going to get right back to the game? Because it's going to be in the back of our minds. But everybody's quick to go out there and rush a date. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to know, hey, when is sports? When we're going to get out of this stuff? You got POTUS saying this. He's met some folks, the NFL commissioner, NBA guys. You know what I mean? He's got out there and done some things, and they're trying to figure out, when these sports are going to get open. So I wanted to come on here and talk with y'all about it, man. So what's y'all's thoughts as these notifications have gone out? Good morning, Tina. How you doing? What's up, Bobby? I see you. Andy Morrison is online. I got it sideways again today. Bobby's on his lunch break. What's up, man? TJ says sports distance, but people can stay clean. Yeah. Social distancing has changed the game. But now we see a rush of folks trying to come out and say, we're flattening the curve, or this is that. Everybody wants to follow the leader, and hey, this is the way ahead. I'm just trying to gather this information and put it together with y'all, man. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing, man? What's up, Bud Dooley? I see you. What's up, man? Good morning. So what's more important, social distancing or pro sports? So, I've been reading a lot of reports over the last 24 hours. What's up, Kevin? I see you, man. Top fan in the building, baby. I just read this report this morning about, the Cowboys opening up possibly at the new Rams Stadium, at SoFi Stadium in LA. And so it's quite ironic, I think, in the last 48 hours, we've had the POTUS meet with all of these sports bigwigs. And, they're trying to get on the same table or the same game plan, I think. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? I see you. Texas 903. But y'all know what it is on the virtual pass, baby. Puff pass. You know what I mean? It's on the wake and bake. We talking about pro sports and social distancing this morning. I think that's kind of interesting. It's saying August, September. You know what I mean? There's just so much shit floating around, man. People are fucking confused, including yours truly. And that's why I got to get on here and talk to you guys. You know what I mean? TJ brings it up. Is it the draft? They want to do virtual. Exactly. I've been telling you guys about that over the last week. Everything's all virtual. The NFL Game Pass is free. You can go and Google that. There's no clue that they're giving that away free, trying to do it under the premise of the cover of, hey, we want you to have your sports. When has the NFL ever done you a fucking favor? That's all I want to know. But now they want to get you hooked up, and to some I know it may sound like a Debbie Downer, but I'm just saying, hey, keep your eyes open. You got to keep your light on upstairs. You know what I mean? Because you never know what's going on. What's up, G Garcia? Always clocking in. What's up, Kim? I see you. Good morning, family out there in Oklahoma. How we doing? And more. Tornadoville out there. Pup pass, Bobby. There you go. You know I like my coffee black. And I like my flowers green, man. We on that wake and bake with BG, baby. Y'all know what it is. But what's more important, social distancing or pro sports? You know, I understand. I want to get out this shit too. I want to get out. You know what I mean? But, you know, we all got that thing in the back of our head, right? What's up, Michael Real? I see you. Good morning, man. How you doing? Top of the morning, baby. But, you know, the POTUS had this meeting of the minds, and really I think they just back there chopping up game like, look, man, you know, we're going to let this thing go on, you know what I mean, until X amount of months, and then we're going to get this back into business. Because, you know, much like this 5G conspiracy that's going around, a lot of people are starting to gulp up that a lot of the celebrities are talking about. You know, everybody's saying all this coronavirus shit is not real. It's this 5G thing. It's 5G radiation is killing people. Well, you know, when I was working for Comcast a couple of years ago, before this 5G thing had, you know, really emerged, you know, it was a race, you know, for the internet providers like Comcast, CenturyLink. You know, everybody was scared of 5G because of the speed of what it's going to bring. And some of you that don't know what 5G is, you know, that 4G, LTE, 5G, you know, they just talking about the types of speeds and the generations of this speed. And apparently this 5G is super fast internet shit. Like you can download a full HD movie in like, you know, 2 seconds or something. But, you know, there's already been speculation cell phones have caused cancer, you know what I'm saying, the radiation and the frequencies and things like that. And I've been talking to a bunch of you Cowboy fans here, especially in my group OAT. Your frequency's a little bit low, man, and we're trying to raise that up because as we all like to focus on sports and our Cowboys, man, there's always this bigger game of chess going on above the surface. So getting back, I say all that to say this, you know what I mean? The president had this meeting and said, hey, look, they're trying to figure out, you know, what's going on. So with this conspiracy with 5G and coronavirus now, I always said, you know, nothing's so big that it's going to fuck with the NFL's money because, you know, the NFL pockets is deep. And I'm not talking about just players. I'm talking about the wealth and the elite that's connected to the game itself. We know that it's the cash cow of America. You know what I mean? The Dallas Cowboys are only worth $5.5 billion last Forbes report that came out, right? Mr. Jones. So, you know, he's meeting with those folks and they're trying to figure out, you know what I mean? And then you see this report from Bleacher Report come out, I think, in the last 24 hours that, you know, the Cowboys and the Rams are going to be playing in LA, possibly the first game. So I want y'all to take that with a grain of salt because if you remember, who helped LA or who helped the St. Louis Rams move from St. Louis to LA? Can you answer me that question? As we get some more shout outs. What's up, Brian? What's up, Ronald? I see you guys. I appreciate y'all clocking in, man. What's up, George Beck? Michael Finley's online. How come they shut down every sport but still have wrestling? Joe Trantina. You know, is it really going on live? They can't be going on. You know what I mean? It can't be. I mean, is it in a state where they're not having it at? I don't know. That's a good question. I know Stash Man is big on wrestling. He's been watching that for 2 days. So WWE and I think Gronkowski's been involved with that. But that's interesting. I don't think they're getting together and doing that in public, are they? If they are, that's, I mean, you know what I mean? That's, you know, prime example what we got going on. You got some states, all of the states are on lockdown, but then you got some that aren't. You know, and I get the whole thing with the POTUS and the management of, hey, that's your state. You manage it how you want to get it. I get that when it comes to business. But when it comes to lives, people's lives, I don't think we should treat it as a business. But that's just my opinion. So let's get back over here. It's all taped. BG, what it do? What up, Terry Williams? I say Big T Will down there. What's up, baby? Texas not on lockdown. TJ says, yeah. So, you know, and a lot of people sit here and say, you know, how does it, you know, who the fuck does this guy think he is? He gets up here and drinks coffee and smokes weed. You know what I mean? He stays high. He's on Facebook all the time. You know, he's at his house by himself with his kids. You know, it's, you know, I mean, you know, I hear all the shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, what you got to understand is, you know, it's a bigger game being played here, man. And, you know what I mean? Everybody's just got to wake up. You know what I mean? So what's more important? You know, I've always said, you know, if we can't get out of social distancing, there ain't going to be no sports. So it's all fine and dandy, you know, for us to be able to plan that type of stuff. But it's kind of a catch-22, isn't it? It's kind of ironic as we had 22 people online. You got to plan. You still got to plan. You know, but then on the surface, a lot of folks are running around saying, oh, well, they're planning because they're controlling this epidemic, or this pandemic, rather. You know, there's a lot of conspiracies out there. So if you know what I'm talking about on 5G, leave me a comment. If not, you need to do some research on that. They've been blowing the whistle about 5G for about a year, all these videos. I commented on my timeline. I'll buy into the 5G conspiracy when I see some people look like they shouldn't be doing some shit to some towers they shouldn't be doing. And a matter of fact, I know some of you in the group, or some of you that may follow me here, may work on those towers. But it's all good, man. Accidental virus deployment. You know, they're blaming, yeah, Michael, good point. They're pointing fingers. China started it. America started it. It's the Chinese virus. Like, the shit is, for leaders of countries and leaders of, leaders of the free world, leaders of men and women of this nation. I mean, I don't understand how you get up and point fingers. You know what I mean? I've been trying to tell y'all this shit. Y'all need to go watch Dirty Money Season 2. Y'all need to watch Slumlord Millionaire with Jared Kushner in there. Y'all been hearing that name come up, So go take a look at that. Make your own assessment. What's up, Carl Churchman? I see you, man. What's up, Marcus Adams? Top fan clocking in. Did you watch the video I posted last night? Michael said, what was the video about? I may have. I see a lot of shit, Mike. I seen the Tigers, though. I did see the Tiger. You were joking. Everybody's been talking about Tiger King, but you said Tigers with coronavirus. I seen that was a real thing. I read that this morning. I was like, wow. But, we can't get out of social distancing. We ain't going to see those sports. So we can have all the meetings that we want to, all the conspiracies that we want to, but until somebody says social distancing is over with, we just going to be talking about what everybody's talking about, because until that happens, I don't foresee anything happening. And I think it's too much at stake, But as we finish up, I would always say, the NFL is big and nobody going to mess with the NFL's money. But if they don't get this NFL started off, you know what I'm saying, like it needs to be, and this thing is still rolling at that time, I mean, what we're clearly going to see is, obviously this pandemic is globally, had its impact on us, and it's affected everybody to a certain extent where nobody can conduct business as usual. Mike says it was the virus being produced here with the Chinese and some Americans. Yeah, I've seen it. I watched that video. If you guys don't follow the channel on YouTube Anonymous, sometimes from time to time, I'll go over there and watch their videos to try to gather some information. Like I said, I always try to bring things from 30,000 feet here and bring it to y'all. So as a Cowboys fan, I'm going to talk about some far out shit. But we still going to talk about them boys at the end of the day. But there's a lot of sheep out there, you know what I'm saying? So good shepherds, I need all the good shepherds that are out there to stand up. There's a lot of sheep out there walking around getting ready to get slaughtered. Kevin Wilson says, I'm sending you a PM. You got to check it out. Okay, that's what's up, man. I appreciate that. Y'all keep the information come to me. I don't frown on giving credit when credit is due. So, you know what I mean? You guys can DM me. Let me know what's going on. I think the more of us that share information, the more of us that compare notes here, the more of us that talk amongst one another online and offline, we'll be able to, make some well-informed decisions, especially for our families and those that matter most. So, my motto, man, give flowers today. You know what I'm saying? Give flowers today to those you love. You know what I mean? Especially if you want to give me some flowers, you can give me some green flowers. You know what I mean? Because I like my coffee black and I like my flowers green. But we're talking all things social distancing and pro sports this morning. Joe Trentina from Italy. What's going on, brother? Always clocking in. We have problems with birds. Yeah, I seen that video too. Just dropping dead here in Italy. They don't know what's causing it. I seen that video too. I thought that was very weird. Yeah, I'm in my garage, man. I move around. It's kind of, I'm smoking. I don't smoke in the house. So when y'all see me, excuse me. Rona, is that you? Y'all know I smoke. But I was having this conversation with a smoker last night, and we were talking about people coughing, and people got to say that now consciously. Oh man, people are so scared of people coughing now. Like, making these runs, these essential runs to the stores and things like that. It's weird watching people, man, how it's affected people, man. People stopping and moving around, trying to keep 6 feet from you. Like, I'm not trying to say don't practice social distancing, but the fact that it's on the forefront of everybody's mind is, it's pretty interesting, especially all walks of life. Yeah, but I'm in my garage, George. I like to change the scenery, man. You know what I mean? Brian said bird flu. Robert Glenn Morrell's watching that. What's up, man? I see you. But yeah, we'll have the shows in the house. You know what I mean? I'll most likely be rolling up in there, but I'll smoke out here. I want to do the shows in the house in the morning, and then I want to do, a live out here and smoke with you guys, either in the car or the garage as the weather gets nicer. So we can talk about these types of things, especially for all my smokers out there. If you're smoking along with me, man, and you're waking and baking this morning, puff, puff, pass, y'all know what it is on the virtual. Make sure you wash your hands, you know what I'm saying, before you touch. I can't do it on here like I do it when I stand it up. Before you touch that black box or that black mirror. But getting back to the topic, I mean, the POTUS had to meet with these sports minds. And I said, look at that. Okay, maybe there's some light at the end of the tunnel here. But then you hear, the Cowboys might play in Dallas. As I was flying into the playoff game against the Rams in 18, shout out West Coast Cowboy, who was down there at the game together. YL was down there too. I flew over the stadium. I seen them. They were building the stadium. It was at night. You know what I mean? That stadium is going to be, SoFi Stadium. I think that's what they call it. What's up, Eric Kushney? I see you, man. If y'all didn't know, like I asked you, Jerry Jones was the lead blocker running St. Louis Rams out of St. Louis down to L.A. And, I wrote an article probably about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, talking about Jerry Jones, how he's helped move, San Francisco, St. Louis, Vegas. I think there's one other team out there. But they've got the licensing right to all these suites in these stadiums. So Jerry Jones has a company called Legends. Kind of funny, right? As I smoke Legends, I got Blue Dream Legends in a purple gar today, so that's what I'm smoking on. But the Legends strain that's grown up here out of Olympia, there's a company actually called Legends that's owned by Jerry Jones in the New York Yankees, formerly with George Steinbrenner, I believe. It's out there. You can check it out. They got all the licensing deals to all these suites in these stadiums, like Levi Stadium, Allegiant Stadium in Vegas, SoFi Stadium in L.A., So, of course, there's going to be a rush. We want to get there. America's team wants to open up a SoFi Stadium, come down there and whip them lambs' asses, of course, because, we owe it to them. But, you know what I mean? They want to open it up there because that's some big money. And, everybody's going to be in a hurry to see some football on the first game of the season. So Jerry and them, they got the game rigged, you know what I mean? So, it ain't no reason, what I want to say? Ain't no secret why he worth $5.5 billion. It's going to be more on that on the next report when it comes out from Forbes. You know what I mean? Because Jerry got his hands in them pockets with all them sweets. And I ain't mad at him, y'all, man. I'm just letting you know in case you didn't know. But that might be the rush to get them boys up in SoFi Stadium in L.A., you know what I'm saying? If we can break social distancing, like the president's meeting with these folks and they're talking, you know what I'm saying? If we can get out of this thing, we can flatten the curve. So for all y'all that's been barbecuing and holding them functions and doing all that shit, you shouldn't be doing. You see they arresting folks for posting videos now in states that are on lockdown out there trying to clown, right? Better know the rules to the game, Cowboy Nation. George said, we should have beat them last time. You right, man. You right, we should have. The shit was ugly. I couldn't believe we got over 200 some yards ran on us by a backup running back. Was it C.J. Richardson? That's who it was. Let's see soap kills the virus. Let's all eat Tide Pods to kill the virus. Oh, man, that Tide Pod shit. And that's another thing, the sheep, you know what I mean? The bandwagon effect is real. Like a lot of people talk about Cowboy fans being bandwagon fans. Let's draw a comparison. Let's use example reference A. Pandemic breaks out. Everybody starts to go buy toilet paper. Even people that don't know why they're buying toilet paper, that are buying toilet paper. So, of course, when you got the Cowboys winning, and the Cowboys, everybody like to keep that, all the haters like to keep that D in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So one share lets me know you care if you're a hardcore, diehard Cowboys fan, ready to see some football, despite, it might cost an arm and a leg to go to a game. You know what I mean? I seen an email come out from the Cowboys. You guys know Kevin Martinez down there in Houston. Shout out Baracho Tailgaters. He was on We the Fans, ESPN We the Fans. I met Kevin a couple times out at the games. He shared a screenshot of his email. The Joneses, the Cowboys have sent out their email asking for payment on all their season ticket holders. Like, really, Joneses? I mean, ain't nobody working right now except for the essential folks, and y'all want to send out that, you know what I mean? So that should let you know, man. What has the NFL done for you lately? Besides give you a free game pass so you can be virtually connected to the draft. But y'all know me, man. I'm on my high horse this morning, literally. It's the Cowboys unifier, baby. But I wanted to get on here and talk with y'all this morning. Y'all know what it is, built by fans, for fans. You know, what's more important? You know, everybody wants their sports back. Everybody's tired of watching wrestling. You know, everybody tired of watching BG blaze up on the live. You know what I mean? So if you like that, let me know you like that. Give me a like, give me a share if you like that, if that's why you rock with me. If not, you just here snooping around. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Haters make the world go round, right? What's taking your team so long to catch up, baby? You know what I mean? You can get that NFL Game Pass and go watch all them 90s games. You know what I mean? Like they say we only watch them on the VCR. Well, now you can stream them on the Game Pass for free. You know what I mean? All you got to have is a device to download the, get connected with them. So Google that NFL Game Pass and check it out so everybody can be connected for this virtual draft that we're going to have this month, because until they scale back 30 April on social distancing, we're going to see the first ever NFL virtual draft. You already see Jerry Jones talking, using technology with Will McClay and them. They was, you know, talking old Hurts, right? But you follow me for the first time, man, do me a favor, just turn on the notifications. We talk about a lot of things that's up about 30,000 feet. Bring it down here to ground level for you guys. But Eric Kushner says, I'm ready for football. Any distraction is welcome right now. You're right, man. You know, I did a video on this. Will normal be what we knew it before? Will we ever go back to normal as we knew it? I did a video on that. Y'all need to check that out. Y'all need to stay in tune with the timeline. Most of these articles and everything that I talk about in these videos, I'll post here as references since you can't link here. You know what I mean? On the live. So it's kind of like going back to college, writing a paper. You know what I mean? Citing your sources. You know, shit people that business people do called due diligence. You know, we don't just believe the first conspiracy thing that jumps out there like 5G. You know, we kind of look at it, play with it around, and do some research, and then we'll come and talk about it before we jump on the bandwagon. You know, people running around making videos of cell phone towers that's already been there. Look, they put that up there since last night. We're all in our house and shelter in place. Well, that's all fine and dandy. If I see a video of somebody doing that shit that shouldn't be doing it, then I'll probably start to question it. But till I see somebody, because everybody got cell phones, everybody got cameras. So until I can see some video of some folks illegally putting up some towers, I might start to believe that conspiracy. You know what I mean? I know 5G. I know it's going to be fast. I know it's got some implications because it raises the frequency that we're talking about here. But you know what I mean? 30,000 feet again, 30,000 feet. El Doco LaFleur, what up, man? Abraham Rada, what's up, man? I ain't seen you on here before. Welcome to the show. Y'all rocking with BG the Cowboys unifier, baby. Joe Tranchina over there in Italy. I hear y'all got some good news over there. I was seeing that on some reports this morning. It seems like it's flattening over there. He said, no coronavirus will stop me from following my hot boys. I'm ready for Cowboy football. That's what's up, man. Y'all need to be like Joe Tranchina, man. Turn on notifications. What time is it over there in Italy right now, Joe? I was getting a text message there, so I got sidetracked, so I'm getting all kind of notifications. But y'all need to be like Joe, man. Turn on them notifications wherever they at. If they're right here or, you know, over here. Turn on them notifications depending on how you're looking at me. So that way you don't miss anything going forward. What up, Carlos Bryan? I see you, baby. So appreciate the love there, Joe Tranchini. Let me know what time it is over there in Italy. 7 p.m. at night. Look, he got prime time viewing, baby. One share lets me know you care, Joe. I appreciate you rocking with me. But we're talking about, as we wrap up, social distancing in pro sports. I don't think we'll see pro sports the way we knew it until social distancing is broke. But we may see pro sports more virtually or in a new way than we have ever seen it before. I don't know. What say you, Cowboy Nation? You rocking with BG the Cowboys unifier, man. We on the wake and bake. Y'all know what it is. I appreciate y'all joining me this morning. Make sure y'all turn on the notifications. You're going to get your vitamin C this week, baby. Triple dose, COVID-19, Cowboys information like we was talking about today. And then cannabis, man. I got some different strains and some stuff we're going to talk about. So I want y'all to join me, man. Make sure y'all turn on the notifications. Y'all stay safe out there. Make sure you wash your hands. Practice social distancing and don't be that guy or that gal. And we'll see you on the next video.